Oh, you're putting that on YouTube?
Probably. Oh, okay. How much we got? So 3,900 pounds, I think we agreed. One more barrel.
Give or take.
OSHA.
Just say $4 grand.
The airbags aren't even flat.
Probably about $4 grand.
Yeah, about 4,000 pounds. Goodness gracious. Plenty of room. I'll move her forward a little bit. You want to throw some air in it, or? Alright, made it back. All of the barrels are up and in. Not a single issue. Not really any leaks other than that fuel leak, so we'll get that taken care of. I'm gonna get out of here, and we'll check on that a little later after we get Liam. Fix the fuel leak, and then this thing should be good to go. Alright, so I should have filmed this thing fired up this morning when we left. Not this morning, you know, this afternoon when I left. But I didn't do that. But we're headed now to the airport. We are going to pick him up. So, truck is doing alright. We got the new tags on it, Minnesota tags. And this thing's gonna get ready, driven this weekend to Minnesota. So it's got to make that long drive. It has to be reliable, no room for error. And it's running pretty smooth. We were doing about 75 the entire trip. So just following the flow of traffic. So this, yeah, I'll put this in the video, but yeah, this is what we just went through and installed. And I sent you guys links. So for you guys that were asking what this was, this has TPMS, which is pretty sweet. Face cam. I'm assuming that's for if you want to talk on the phone. We got the amplifier up here. We have the GPS up there in the corner. So like this has GPS. This is like a whole Android basically. So this is cool. And we haven't pulled the face cover off yet because my hands are a little dirty.
Look at use CarPlay, wireless.
Oh wow.
Wireless Apple CarPlay. No wires.
Yeah, we'll keep that out of it. I'll edit that out. But yeah, so like YouTube mix and
Google Maps.
Yeah, so like you can search.
I wonder if it'll find something in here. Yeah, like this Google Maps.
Can't reach the internet. Oh, you need, okay. So you need to disconnect it to Wi-Fi. In other words, so when
probably just got to download the maps. Generally,
that's pretty sweet. Well, it treats itself like a phone. In other words,
Lyft driver.
Yeah. So yeah, this thing sounds really good. So we found, what did we find? Where'd you find? Oh, in the apps.
When you come under the main page, the
amplifier. So like this isn't even all of it. Like you get, here's your app, like all that, and then we checked to make sure all the speakers work. So we did each corner once to make sure it plays only that corner, and then we put it in the
What's this one?
Center.
Is that for the? Oh, that's just for back and forth.
That should be, that's center, right? No, it needs to come over one more. There we go. That's about center. So.
I wonder if it would, does it have, oh my goodness.
There's a bunch of different settings in here. So yeah, this, I don't know, man. What'd you pay for that?
$500.
Are you sure it wasn't 6? I remember seeing the price tag.
Yeah, the 6 was the 13-inch whatever. This was the 11.3. Someone asked on one of your comments, and I posted the link for it.
I put a link on a bunch of guys that were asking, but like here's this nice cracked dash with they can talk to you, and then this beautiful radio that is just, and I went through and stiffened it up, so like this thing, before you could like wiggle and jiggle this thing, so we had to do some modifications to get this tight. But USB hookups up here.
Here's Android Auto right here.
Android Auto.
Because Android Auto is not wireless.
Yeah, so I mean, this pretty damn neat. So if you want to keep playing with that, I'll go over the rest of this for what we've been doing all day. So we got the AC working 100%. We got the fuel pump working 100%. This is a turn on, drive it. We're going to do the mirrors probably in a week or two. We'll get everything hooked up with that. So like the turn signals, the front marker lights here, this guy here, and then the bottom puddle light. Probably get that in a week. We're probably going to redo some new governor springs in about a week. Some wastegate stuff. We got to bleed the front brakes yet completed, but then other than that, this thing is all done and ready for him to take home. We also got the airbags mounted back here, so all that's done. This thing's almost ready to be going. Oh, so what you're saying is you get to put on some YouTube and your Google Maps, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can watch YouTube while you're driving, or
so let's see if you can
bring up your Pornhub or whatever else you're watching. I don't judge.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it yet, but
you'll just connect the Wi-Fi to it. Did you get them?
I don't know, probably not.
I killed quite a few today. So besides that, we do have to go back. We're going to do that at the yard. We're going to bleed the front brakes a little bit more, and then we're going to throw the front bumper on this bad boy. Then you can drive it, take it home. So as I was saying with this thing, so you're going to take it out for, you know, like a week or two, let it do some runs, bring it back. He's going to give me a list of things to do when it comes back. If anything breaks, we'll take care of that. Hopefully these tires hold up well. Definitely want to get an alignment on this thing because it kind of has its little bit of pull and shake at certain RPMs. But again, this truck's been sitting for a very, very, very long time. So it's just time, you know, get the quirks worked out of it, and she'll make a good work truck. Very jealous of that radio though. I'm gonna have to look into one of them for when I get my new truck, but see if I pull the trigger on the, send me the link for that, because I might have been sending people the wrong link. If you had a different one, I don't know if you sent me, if the link you sent me is different than the one you bought, I've been sending the wrong link.
I'll send you the link.
I'm gonna need one, but, and it is registered at 26,000 for anybody that's gonna say,
Up there in the corner.
yeah, if you can't, let me see, DMV, I'll keep, well, not that it matters, but 26,000 GVW. Now for you guys, that means you can be 26,000. That doesn't mean you can tow 26,000. For the guys that are confused about that. All right, so we turn the key on. Let's see, we got fuel pressure. And then we got, push that little guy in. No fuel, not gonna touch it. Listen to that. Now we'll get this pulled out. So from sitting at the shop for 6 months and being on, I don't know, this thing's been sitting for even longer than that before I got it, but it's finally ready to just drive and work. Like I said, guys, if you're just doing the swap itself, you know, think about 45 weeks to put the engine in, but there was a lot of extras that we did that had nothing to do with the 12-valve swap, but it can get up there in time. It definitely can. So, you know, the wheels, tires, the mirrors, the tint, all the extra stuff, the tuning, the head studs, like all that stuff, exhaust, stuff that didn't need to be done that was done, and that adds time into it. But there you go. Now we're gonna go to the lot, get that bumper. There's the bumper on it. So aside from a couple other things that'll be done in like a couple weeks, but looks just like mine did. I like it. Did you turn the key off? Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. This shit looks good. So next time, wire in the lights up there. We gotta get this fog light working. Really? Come on, guy. So we gotta get this fog light working. Besides that, this is one of the ones from, who sent me those? Oxbeam sent me this. And it's not working. So I'm gonna see if there's like a connection in there or some shit. But other than that, Oxbeam hasn't been a problem. So I'll get in contact with them for that if we can't fix it tonight. But here she is. Mega cab flares will be on, and those, yeah, I mean, I guess you could get those vent visors put on when you're over there if you feel necessary, but there is a good bit of body work up on that. I don't know how you manage that unless trees hit it or some shit. But
I don't know how a person does that, to be honest with you.
She run good though?
Runs excellent.
You drove it around all last night and today.
All the day, all the last night.
So I'm sure he'll let me know if it doesn't make it to Minnesota. Hopefully no rescue mission.
It'll be my first phone call.
Little bike over there is, that'll be the rescue bike. I don't know, if you're gonna break, like, do it in Ohio or something. I don't mind like a good drive on that thing. But, yeah, other than that, like I said, 3,900 pounds in the bed. All the lights work, minus this one in the middle here. Air suspension all done. Tires are good. Alignment, throw this guy on the other side, and there you go. So we'll get this light working, and then I'll catch back up with you guys. All right, turns out it wasn't Auxbeam's fault. Thank you, Auxbeam, for sending me these beautiful lights that are now Anthony's. It turns out that the truck side connector was just a little iffy. So, I mean, it came off my truck, so I mean, it can't be that great, right? But yeah, that bumper looks great, and hopefully I don't buy another 3rd gen, because then I'm gonna regret selling it, because it's gonna cost me $1,500 to replace that.
Well, if I hit a deer before I hit Minnesota, it'll just be splattered all over the road, so it'll do its job.
Well, there you go. Yeah, just trim out the edges there and everything. Looks beautiful. I'm out. All right, here's how she's looking the next day. No winders, but bumper is gone. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab some pictures, get this bad boy posted. Hey, you guys, if you need a windshield with an inspection sticker on it, there you go. I didn't see nothing. So I went and got the transmission for the box truck. Here she is. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna manhandle this bad boy into the passenger cargo section, and we'll go from there. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, so we got a transmission for the box truck. Go ahead, throw a filter kit in that, and call it a day on that. All right, so I'm gonna finish out this video. Plans for the next couple weeks. This is everything on here needs parted out, gone, sold. I have the transmission with the pedals, with the engine mounting plate, the whatever you call it, the adapter plate, the clutch, and a 2-wheel drive shaft all posted up. Full dually swap, 12 valve. The valve covers are sold. I'm just waiting on trading him for the factory valve covers, but the valve covers on that, it will not come with them. So between that, this can take as long as it needs to. This, we're gonna be putting a transmission in it. There it is. So once this gets sold, I need to get about 5 out of this, and then not this one. I think the one that I have back there is sold as well, and then this one here, I'm just gonna keep using as storage. This one's just trash, so any trash I'm gonna get thrown in that, and then we'll take that out and throw it away. Probably at a junkyard, but that's basically the plan. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a trailer. All right, I'm gonna grab a truck at some point. So guys, if you're gonna send me trucks, Facebook, I opened up my Facebook again, but if you're gonna send me trucks, absolutely no 4-wheel drives at all whatsoever. No 4-wheel drives, no mega cabs, no, like it specifically has to be a quad cab, long bed, dually, 2-wheel drive with a bed on it. Okay, those are my stipulations. We're still looking, we're trying to find something. Hopefully by the end of next month, I want to have a truck. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So tag me on in Facebook or send me a message on them. Keep sending them over. Hopefully one of them we end up with. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. So if you guys want to just buy the thing outright as is, probably between everything, I'd probably sell it for like $6,500 as is. So if one of you guys want to save it, if not, like I said, I am not super worried about it. I love to see the fact that this thing's getting parted out finally, and it's going to go to help a bunch of other trucks get back on the road. So it'll still be living in other people's trucks.